prepared yet.
You need to try and pick off the units as... Look at the shields on the Mark themselves.
Oh my god, the drone's gonna take him!
We have none other than Axslav and Destiny. They're going to be facing off here in the loser's bracket, and Axslav was knocked out by Thorzane in the winner's bracket above, with Destiny getting trumped out by Zoc.
Two fantastic players.
Yeah, I mean, even in the loser's bracket, they're still considered very, very, very good players.
Oh, absolutely, and I was saying that they lost to two fantastic players as well. I mean...
hey, man. Every player in the IPL is fantastic.
Absolutely, as has every game we've seen so far, so I would expect nothing less from this series between Destiny and Axslav. Destiny from Team Root, Axslav from Team Evil Geniuses. Destiny going to be in the top left-hand corner, our purple Zerg in the bottom right-hand corner. We're going to have Axslav as the red Protoss. Map is Crevasse, huge map. And they got diagonal cross spawns, so look for a major, major macro.
Are we looking for the big, big game here? The one that could go 40 minutes plus? I think we still haven't determined, man, what's the biggest map? Is it Tal'Darim or is it Crevasse? I think it's a toss-up in the air.
Somebody has got to open up the map editor and just check based on tile set, pixel size, the overall dimensions of the map, and then also how many, like, pixel to pixel from ramp to ramp.
And
between
based
the
on the
spawn
actual
points.
real estate of the tiles on
yeah.
the map. But you know what else may be considered in the running to consider what's the biggest map is how many Vespene gas and how many mineral nodes there are on the map. And I think Tal'Darim may win out in that regard.
Yeah, Tal'Darim has so many expansions.
Yeah.
You know, as does Terminus, all the GSL maps, so big, so many expansions. And the one thing about Crevasse that's a little bit different is you don't have that second gas at your natural. You only have that single gas. So sometimes Zerg players will actually take the expansion, in Destiny's case, south of his base first to get that double gas going and also to set up defenses there. So let's see if Destiny go ahead. Oh, and it looks like he might be sending a drone down there. No, he's going to take the safe expansion.
Yeah, this drone decided, I think Destiny wants to reward this drone for good behavior. Says that he's going to be building the hatchery inside rather than outside, and everyone knows for a Zerg player, you want to have your hatchery as safely protected as possible. That natural hatchery can fall very easily to early aggression, so Destiny is going to opt here to build it inside. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just scouting for pylons.
Yeah, maybe he is just scouting around. He had sent 2 drones, and maybe that was in the event that if there was a pylon blocking one location, he could have made a hatchery in the other location, which is actually really smart. And he was also checking for proxy pylons at the same time. I really like that.
Yeah, hitting 2 birds with 1 stone right there. And really, it only costs you a little bit of minerals for that early drone. And I think Destiny here is going to start this game with a decent lead because he got that hatchery down right away. Now, Axslav most likely scouted the hatchery already. Yes, he did. And it's going to be up to him whether he wants to grab a quick expo or if he wants to go with some kind of early aggression.
Well, Axslav does have 2 gas down already, and he's also working off of a single gate right now, so he's going to get a ton of sentries here to open this up. Or perhaps he's just going to tech very, very early on in this game, maybe go straight to Colossus after the expansion, something along those lines. Destiny, on the other hand, back at his base, is just continuing to macro up, has his second queen on the way, is Maynarding some drones over to his third, and just scouting around for more proxy pylons, being very, very diligent. You don't want to lose to anything stupid like that, so I love to see him scouting all around his base like that, because this is a map where you can really hide pylons in a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, there are maps where you can't hide things all the time. Like, what map is a map that you can't really hide things on?
Zelnaga, it's pretty hard.
Zelnaga, yeah, it's pretty hard.
Not a lot of room in your main there.
Yeah, that's true. This is a map, though, you're right. There are spots in the dark and the little hidden corners and crevices. You got to open all the cupboards and check the kitchen, under the kitchen sink.
Yep.
And make sure, because Protoss players, man, I don't want to say they're the cockroach that'll hide in the cupboard or under the kitchen sink, but they will be able to build those pylons
they're sneaky.
In those little dark places.
They're
sneaky. You gotta be careful.
You never know, and it's just when you least expect it. It's absolutely when you least expect it. Those proxy pylons, just so annoying. And here we have Axslav Oh my God, he has a double Stargate.
Speaking of which,
Wow,
fan user.
that is absolutely ridiculous. He is going to be able to get in there and do so much damage with that.
Not just one cockroach, but 2 cockroaches hiding in your cupboard.
I think he's going to get a few Void Rays out here relatively early, and then probably going to follow that up with a couple Phoenix, and I think this is actually going to do a lot of damage.
Yeah, this is actually... we were just talking about Protoss players hiding things around your place when you least expect it, and the problem here for the Zerg player is he has no overlords in range to come and detect the Stargate. And typically, the Zerg player wants to move in here, he wants to scout that Stargate out, but he's not. It's just chilling around the outside of the base, and those Stargates are really well tucked in. I think Axslav can do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, one of those players that's actually so diligent about sacrificing his overlord is Rhett. He almost always finds out what his opponent is up to, and he never misses a beat. It seems like he always comes in at the right time, too.
Absolutely, and unfortunately for Destiny, he doesn't have that quite coming right now. The Void Rays are on the way, and they're making their way across the map. Oh, Pain User, this could be disastrous.
It could indeed. He is starting to prepare, however. He does have Spore Crawlers down. This is going to be very, very close. The Void Rays are on their way in. The Phoenixes are going to follow up soon here. They are in production, and he's starting to work on the first Overlord and the Queen. And Destiny's going to have to do something here. He needs to move these Spore Crawlers up very quickly, or he might lose this hatchery.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a sticky situation. Destiny Spore Crawlers are behind the hatchery rather than in front, so that that cockroach spray not exactly reaching down in the lower crevices. I don't know if Destiny is going to be able to hold this off, Pain. I think he may end up losing his hatchery here.
Yeah, I think he will end up losing the hatchery here. Axslav having all of his units grouped on one hotkey, getting a little bit sloppy here, continuing to move the Phoenixes in range of the spores. But the hatchery is going to go down, and the spores are just now starting to root, and they will go down as well, following suit with that hatchery. And Axslav looks to have taken a very aggressive early lead in this game, and it's going to be very difficult for Destiny to come back.
I don't think in a pro game, I think I've seen 1 out of 100 times when a Zerg player has been able to come back after losing their natural hatchery. This is one of the most devastating things that can happen to you. I mean, it's like you just invested all your money into some new housing and the housing market crashes.
I totally agree with you, but the one thing Destiny did manage to do is salvage all of his drones.
Indeed.
Look at the saturation at his main right there, and oh my God, is his layer going to go down? It's taking heavy fire, but no, he has an army of Spore Crawlers running in from all directions. Going to go ahead and set up and start
bug off,
starting pooping on these Void Rays or whatever they shoot. I don't know, that green goo that manages to make things and not fly anymore.
They don't poop, man. They spit it out into the air.
Eject.
They eject desecrated green globs into the air to attack the hull of the Void Rays.
Oh God! But anyway, Axslav doing such a great job maintaining control right now. He's going to be able to deny this hatchery again. I don't know why Destiny put that up right there. Yeah, you know, he's not safe. He's not secure right now. There's no reason he should just be randomly dropping hatcheries. But we do have 2 more Void Rays coming in for Axslav, and he's making a very heavy investment into this Air Force. He's really relying on it.
Yeah, that's true. He's relying on it, but he's getting a 3rd base at the same time, so he's going to have a great economy to stand behind his Air Force.
And there's Infestors out now.
Infestors coming out with the fungal. And I was going to mention this. Destiny was going for Infestors, so he does finally have
another
fungal
great
growth.
fungal.
Yes, vomiting over the Void Rays, and he may have enough to... Oh, no, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to kill off that Void Ray because he's going to lose his Queen. And, well, I guess Axslav was repelled away for now, but the problem still here is, the way I see it is, yes, Axslav has Infestors out. Yes, he saved all of his drones, but he's still at 2 bases, not even 2 against a 3-base Protoss.
You mean Destiny? Yeah, that's Destiny.
Yes.
But Axslav is on 3 base. He's working off of 3 base healthily, and he hasn't been harassed at all. Destiny just now getting his natural up and sending drones over there, and also taking his 3rd at the same time. But Axslav is just so far ahead right now. It's unreal. Yeah. Like how it's like Destiny basically has to climb Mount Everest from here.
Well, that's an interesting fact, except I don't think you can climb Mount Everest unless you're like Lance Armstrong or something. You need a lot of oxygen up there. It's 35,000 feet, man.
You know, the Sherpas have actually evolved so that their lungs and their hearts are larger than the average human, and their blood oxygen content is also higher than the average human, which is kind of crazy.
That is kind of true. Speaking of crazy things, there are some infestors coming in here, launching down infested Terrans, and looks like they are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage right there.
Yeah, that's an interesting form of Zerg evolution for you. You got the Infestor, one of the more highly evolved Zerg units.
Yeah, we were just speaking about evolution before. Infestors being one of those units that are highly evolved. Maybe not quite as evolved as your Sherpas, Pain User.
And Axslav has built up quite a menacing gateway army, though. He has a ton of stalkers, and oh my god, look at Destiny setting up what you like to call the wall of crawl.
It's coming.
And he is going to set that up at the third, and oh my goodness, is it going to get up? Is it going to get up in time? Look how many infestors he has. That's like his whole army.
Yeah, well, the thing here is I don't know if Destiny's in that horrible of a situation because he now has 3 bases
Beautiful
up.
fungal.
He has a lot of fungal growth energy, and Axslav coming in here with what seems to be a kind of small army for what you would expect on a Protoss for 3 bases, and it looks like he's going to lose a large portion of those stalkers, and the main point to take it away here is Destiny kept all of his infestors alive. I don't think he lost a single one, man.
Yeah, he did keep all of those infestors alive, and that is just so impressive. Killed about half of Axslav's force right there, and Axslav going up to 4 bases now, just getting farther ahead. 65 probes to 47 drones, and he still can't find a way to do damage.
But he only has 2, 4, 5 warp gates, man. I feel like his warp gates are not in sync with how many bases he has.
Well, he is double pumping Colossus off of Robos now, and he is getting Colossus range, so maybe that's where he's investing all of this gas and money. But, I mean, with those infestors out, and now we have Neural Parasite on the way. With Neural Parasite, those Colossus might actually not be the answer to this. I think maybe massing gateways, like you were saying, and not getting these super powerful Colossus, which could be used against him with all these infestors. You know, I just don't know if it's the right decision.
The infestors are just going to come up, wave their hand, and say, these aren't the droids you're looking for. Just mind control everything. And actually, the Colossus, kind of a droid of its own. I feel like Axslav may be in a bit of a situation here because there's so many infestors and so many lings on the map, man.
Infestor mind tricks instead of Jedi mind tricks. Infestor mind tricks. Is
Yeah.
that what's going on here? And some lings getting roasted right there by those Colossus. Destiny doesn't want to have anything to do with this army just yet, but wow. Destiny finding a way to make this Ling Infestor style really cost effective, and it's working for him right now. I mean, he is on the defensive. He's only on 3 base. Axslav has virtually the entire map, and he has full map control. And against a Zerg, that's never where you want to be. You don't want to be bottled up in your main, unable to creep, unable to roam about the map. I mean, that's not the situation you want to be in.
Yeah, absolutely not. This is, I almost feel like, though, that Destiny may have climbed himself back up out of this game a little bit. He still has a long way to go because there's so many bases of the Protoss for Axslav. Axslav just has double the amount of Nexus that the Zerg has in terms of hatcheries. However, if you look at the armies, it almost seems like Destiny has the more superior army. I mean, yes, the army tabs show that he's down by 40 supply, but these infestors are so valuable. They are fundamental to success for Zerg, and I would argue all that energy can come into a huge role if they attack.
Oh my goodness, Axslav pushing in here, and Destiny doesn't want to have anything to do with that just yet. Axslav doing a great job splitting up his forces right there, doesn't want to get caught with a fungal with too many of his units together, and he's just going to continue to control the space in the middle of the map, and wow, that's a Zergling frenzy right there, trying to take out those rocks.
Me first. I want to get through.
I don't know if they really do, though, because there's an entire Protoss army on the other side waiting for them, and those Colossus, oh my god, one-hitting those rocks that the Zerglings were working on for so long, and here we go, Destiny is finally going to commit here.
My god, mind control's going off over the Colossus. We have Neural Parasite mind tricks, what was it, the Infestor mind tricks going on right here, and some infested Terrans coming down as well, and the Lings able to clean up the Zealots and Stalkers from behind as well. I feel like Destiny is in a great position here, but will he allow these Colossus to revert back to control to Axslav, or will he kill him off in time? I don't think it matters. They're too close to the Zerglings, and they're going to get taken out. And I think Destiny came out
amazing work from Destiny right there, taking control over all the Colossus, using them against Axslav. Axslav's entire army getting decimated by his own Colossus, and then Destiny cleaning them up. And wow, Destiny has managed to finally equalize the supplies.
I know, right? He was able to come back despite the supply differential, despite the amount of bases he's down and under. I am converted now. I don't want to hear any Zerg player ever complain that Protoss can beat a Zerg no matter how many bases the Zerg has, because Destiny has proven the power of the Infestor. Go with the way of the Jedi, man. It never fails.
Yeah, the Infestor's just working wonders for him right now, especially since Axslav is continuing to produce all of these Colossus. I don't know why Axslav is choosing to go with Colossus here, and he's going to get caught in the middle of the map. His units were on move, and everything is going to get fungled. The two Colossus get mind-controlled, and oh my god, Axslav is going to lose everything.
Oh, you would never have thunk that an Archon could be mind-controlled. That powerful ball of psionic energy should have superior mind or a superior brain. And it ends up going down. Oh, Destiny is going to brutalize the entire Protoss army, and it looks like even the Colossus are fighting against the Nexus, lasering down the photon cannons. Destiny could very well take this game if Axslav is unable to re-macro, and I still feel like his warp gate count is far too low to rebuild the forces necessary.
Archons should definitely be trained in subliminal anti-inception, just like in the movie.
But you gotta go down to the 3rd level, man.
They gotta have those projections, you know what I'm saying? The 3rd level projections, all those guys with machine guns and stuff. You'd think Archons would have that, but apparently not, and neither do Colossus. And Destiny, just on a rampage here, takes out Axslav's 3rd. He does still have that 4th at the top, but that is also getting harassed by a few Ultras, and it looks like that might go down as well. All the probes getting cleaned up here, and Destiny has managed to bring himself back into this game. Not only back into this game, I'd say he's ahead right now for sure.
You know what? You mentioned the immunity to mind control. The only unit actually that can do that is, funnily enough, the Ultralisk. It has a very small brain as well. If you ever look at it, its head is like the size of its, I don't know, the size of my finger.
Maybe he's got like that Magneto helmet on. It just prevents all kind of psionic activity.
He just bummed it from the X-Men.
It's chitinous plating, man. It's chitinous plating.
I don't know, man. It comes before chitinous plating. I think Ultralists are just purely immune to the mind control, to the tentacle. Anyways,
how is Axslav going to recover from this?
I don't know, man. This is a really sticky situation for Axslav because now he's been shunted down to 3 bases. He's lost the 4th, he's lost the 5th, and Destiny has been able to claim himself, surprise, a 4th expansion. I just remember, guys, that Destiny has clawed himself back into this game off of 3 bases. He lost his natural expansion early on, and he's still in it fighting.
Yeah, Destiny very wisely taking his 4th and 5th bases now. And oh my god, he's going to catch Axslav in motion again. The Ultras get into position immediately. Oh my god, all of his units are just going to get crushed right here. Neural Parasite going down on the Immortals and the Colossus. They kill everything Axslav has.
Oh, and this is just overkill, spawning infested Terrans. It wasn't even necessary. I don't think Destiny lost anything there except maybe a handful of Lings.
Destiny's positioning in these battles has just been absolutely destroying Axslav. Axslav continually getting caught in motion, in transit, and he's just investing way too much in those high-cost units. He needs to be massing gateway units with heavy upgrades, and instead he's massing Immortals and Colossus, and those are actually working against him right now, and it looks like Destiny on the final push here might have turned this game around, and he looks to be in a position where he can actually win this game.
What a miracle, man. We have an infested Terran population here at the Protoss Nexus. It looks like they are going to be able to take down the infrastructure and architecture of Axslav and force him to GG.
GG is called.
What is going on, man?
Such a great game from Destiny right there.
Wow. And Destiny is one of those players that makes Infestors work. I forgot to mention that in the beginning, but he is one of my infestation idols. And he did it! He did it!
Man, I thought he was down and out right there, losing his natural hatchery, scraping his way back into that game, playing a very defensive Zerg style, which is not something you see every day. Axslav not reacting properly. Destiny fully capitalizing, catching him twice in the middle of the map in transit, able to kill his entire army both times. What a game.
Okay, well, I just want to backtrack real quick and say, you know, if me and you could just brainstorm for a little bit on Axslav's side of things, I feel like he could have won this game if he had just stuck with a heavy core gateway backbush.
Yeah, that's what we were saying.
Throw down 15 gates.
And you absolutely need feedback. You absolutely need feedback. You need High Templar, and you need to feedback those Infestors, knock them out of the fight early, and, I mean, that's really how you deal with it. You need High Templar, and you need Gateway units. Cheap, cost-effective units, but Colossus and Immortals, not the answer there.
Not at all. Until they borrow Magneto's helmet.
Ah, you like that one.
I like it.
Anyway, guys, that will do it for Game 1, and we will be right back for Game 2 of this series between Evil Geniuses, Axslav, and Root Destiny.
Don't go anywhere.